Today we will be exploring some recent news in women's UFC. The MMA world has been shaken up by Julianna Pena, the new UFC women's bantamweight champion. She made a shocking win by submission over Amanda Nunes, who is known as the best female MMA fighter. After stealing the title, Peña made some controversial comments that have garnered criticism from MMA fans everywhere. What did she say about Nunes that was so awful? And what was the reason behind it? Make sure to stick around to find out how Peña justified causing such a stir in the MMA community. How long have women been a part of the UFC anyways? Although women have been fighting alongside men in battles since the dawn of time, many young MMA fans would be surprised to know that women weren't even included in the UFC until 2012. Ronda Rousey became the first woman to sign a contract with the UFC. She defended her bantamweight title against Liz Carmouche, who was the second woman to be signed to the UFC. The UFC was founded in 1992, so it took a whole 20 years to decide to let women have their own league, despite there being no lack of female fighters out there. This was also in spite of the fact that women-on-women fights in the 90s, such as the Battle of the Beddies, were so successful that they ended up being multi-day events. Dana White, the head of the UFC, had previously been very open about his disdain for women fighters, saying that they lacked the character and ferocity of male fighters. Of course, he was absolutely wrong, and says we have Ronda Rousey to thank for his decision to allow women in the UFC, and without her, he would have never made that call. We all know it would have happened eventually, and it's a shame that it took so long. Julianna Pena, the ultimate fighter. Julianna Pena is an American bantamweight MMA fighter. Pena's from Spokane, Washington, where she attended high school and college. Her passion for MMA started when she was a young adult who was looking for some sort of physical and emotional outlet, and she stumbled upon kickboxing. She worked extremely hard and steadily moved up in the ranks as one of the most promising fighters in the league. Pena, while confident and proud of her achievements, is a big inspiration for underdogs everywhere. Often overlooked in her fighting career, she has proven time and time again that with enough determination, anything is possible. While it's certainly frustrating to not get the credit one deserves, she never lost sight of her goals. She is the only woman to win The Ultimate Fighter, a reality television program about a house full of MMA fighters who must live together and compete for a grand prize. She won the show in 2013, which was relatively early in her career. She holds the current bantamweight championship title and is fourth overall in the women's UFC division. Her record as of December 2021 is 11 career wins and 4 losses. A shocking upset. Peña won the fight of her life at UFC 269 on December 11th, 2021, and came out victorious against Amanda Nunes, who is widely accepted as being the best female MMA fighter. Nunes had previously won her last 12 consecutive fights and hadn't lost a match since 2014. Peña had been wanting to fight Nunes for years, with many people doubting her abilities. It seemed like Nunes might be the dominant opponent at first, not being shy to rough up Peña a little in the first round. When the bell for the second round rang, Peña decided to stop playing around and returned with a newfound ferocity and vigor. She fought hard and fast, raining down punches with complex combinations. Nunes was tapping out by the 3-minute 23-second mark from a rear naked choke, leaving Peña the new bantamweight champion. I definitely think people have been sleeping on me, and they haven't been putting any respect on my name, giving me as much credit as I feel I deserve, Peña said in a post-fight interview. Whenever the commentators talk about Amanda Nunes, they'll say everyone else's name but mine, and they can't even spell my name right. Make sure to stick around to find out why Peña said what she did in regard to Nunes and her relationship with her daughter. Amanda Nunes, MMA champion. Brazilian-born Amanda Nunes is widely regarded as being the greatest female MMA fighter of all time. Nunes had previously held the bantamweight championship title for about 5.5 years. She had many notable wins under her belt and has fought all the other top female fighters to get to where she was, such as Ronda Rousey and Chris Cyborg. She was also notably the third UFC fighter in history to hold 2 titles simultaneously and the only woman to do it up to this point. Nunes has, however, been the only UFC fighter to hold 2 titles and defend them both. She not only has written records due to her fighting skills, but she's also known to be the first openly lesbian UFC fighter. She usually keeps her personal life quite private, but it was important to Nunes to be a visible representation of queerness in major sports. She has been with her wife, Nina Nunes, the former Nina Azaroff, for over 4 years, and credits much of her success to the strength of their relationship. Nina is also a UFC fighter in the strawweight division. In September of 2020, Nina gave birth to their first child, Reagan. Will there be a Shevchenko versus Peña rematch on the horizon? One of the UFC's top 10 women's fighters, Valentina Shevchenko, has held the flyweight championship title since 2018. Shevchenko's had an impressive career, which started off with her knocking out a 22-year-old kickboxing opponent when she was only 12. Apart from just being a talented fighter, she has also acted in films alongside stars such as Halle Berry, blessed the cover of Women's Health magazine, and participated in various firearm competitions. The first time Shevchenko found herself in a ring alongside Peña in 2017, she had little difficulty difficulty overcoming her opponent. Shevchenko won by submission with an armbar and also received extra points for performance of the night. After Peña's win against Nunes, she has stated that she wants to rematch Shevchenko for the flyweight title. As of this moment, Shevchenko's pound for pound the #1 women's UFC fighter, and fans everywhere would love to see Peña get her chance to take on Shevchenko with her newfound confidence. Nunes wasting no time trying to reclaim her title. It's only been a couple days since Nunes has lost to Peña, and it's already there are talks about a rematch. Many diehard UFC fans say that they were able to spot Nunes' lack of confidence from the moment she stepped into the ring. She has openly admitted to being off her game and was not mentally prepared for UFC 269. Nunes has always been good at gauging her capabilities and has been known to call off matches if she wasn't totally confident in her state of health. Almost immediately after her devastating loss, she was predictably offered the opportunity for revenge by Dana White. She accepted without hesitation, stating that she will not allow herself to be removed of her title so easily. She posted a photo on Instagram only 2 days after the match of herself looking into the camera, determined and focused. Underneath the photo, the caption read, "You guys think I'm going to go out unbalanced? I undoubtedly accept the rematch. Give me a little time to get myself together, and I will be back better than ever." What exactly did Peña say that was so controversial? Nunes wasn't the only mom in the ring on December 11th. Julianna Pena has a daughter to whom she gave birth in 2018. To add insult to injury, Peña made a controversial statement about her win that she claims is being misinterpreted. In a post-fight interview, she was quoted as saying, "They need to create a new belt for me, and it needs to be the baddest mom on the planet." Not trying to take anything away from Amanda, she's a wonderful mother, but I gave birth to my daughter, and I feel like for giving birth, I'm the first mom champ. She has since come forward to explain the reasoning behind her comment after many fans expressed that they found the comment to be in bad taste. Peña explained that the birth of her child was traumatic as she was overdue, and doctors needed to perform an emergency C-section. As most people know, the recovery time after a C-section is even longer than most natural births, as the incision must be made through the abdominal muscles and such. To recover from pregnancy in general is rough, and it's incredible what Peña was able to accomplish in the 3 years after her daughter's birth. We know what you were trying to say, but maybe saying it a different way would be better next time. And thank you so much for watching the video. We want to know what you guys have to say about Peña's motherhood comment. Do you think she has a point, or was the comment unnecessarily rude? Whatever the case may be, Peña and Nunes are definitely two of the coolest moms out there. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe for all the latest women's UFC news.